Good afternoon, dear gentlemen and ladies around the world. Hereby podcasting a short history of Arakan in Burma by Mo. Arakan and Rakhine relationships. The statehood granted to Arakan under the name of the Arakan Estate by the military in 1975 is nothing but a design to further widen the gap between the two major communities of Arakans. This estate is only made for the Rakhine without Rohingya representation. Again, those Rakhine who are in the Arakan state administration are nothing but a state and a dancing doll under the military. The rather stand as most dangerous, stumbling block in the way of the perpetual amity and the cooperation between the ethnic Rohingya and Arakan. The current situation in Arakan. The Rohingya today is in between the two horns of the Dalamast. In a split of the deer, sincere demonstration of unwillingness, commitment and the cooperation with the promised opposition and the country-wide movement for the democracy and human rights, they are still kept at a distance, even by the mainstream political forces. The military regime known as the State Peace and the Development Council SLORC until November 1997 is the most brutal and opposite regime in Asia, which has the last sin of the human right is transforming the country into an regime. Arakan, what is the self-determination? Self-determination is emerged in 19th century through the nationalism in countries which were then part of the empires. It was an idea from opposition to those empires, linked up with the idea of the democracy and self-rule. Self-determination is an essential human right supported in the opening articles of both the major covenant as well as in the charter of the UN. Self-determination is in the principal international law that nations have the right to free choose their sovereignty and the international political statute with no external compulsion or external interference. The principle does not state how the decision is to be made or what the outcome should be, whether it be independent, federalization, production, some form of the autonomy, or even full assimilation. Neither thus it state what the delimitation between nations should be, or even what constitution a nation. It is often assumed that the basic unit of the self-determination is the nation. A nation has been definite as the large group of the human being sharing common historical tradition, inhabiting or the identifying with the particular territory, having the generally speaking a common language, who feel from a single exclusive community. There are indeed certain distinguishing the further than identifying a cluster of the people as distinct group. Historical tradition, racial or ethnic identity, religion, or ideological affinity, geographical contiguity, common economic interests, and the demographic strength, commonly beating factor having not always been the name in the past. Nevertheless, any known community in the past acted on any one of the combination of those factors. Arakan being an independent sovereign country of the many centuries until Burmese occupied in 1984-80, and having all the qualification of the people or nation. It is the heroic people in total do exercise the right to self-determination. The federalism is the political concept in which group of the member are they bound together by the Kaplan, Latin fidus Kaplan, with the governing representative head. The term federalism is also used to describe a system of the government in which sovereignty is constantly divided between the central government and authority and the constraint political unit like the state or the province. Federalism is a system based on the democratic role and the institution in which the power to government is sharing between the nation and provincial state government, creating what is often called a federation.